It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. This edition of Trivia Tracks is brought to you by Beth Smith at Edward Jones and by ProMed Ambulance Services. He was one of the biggest stars in the early days of Lucha Libre when most wrestlers were imported from outside Mexico. Salvador Guerrero Quesada, better known as Gory Guerrero, led the Mexican equivalent of such wrestling families as the Von Erichs and the Armstrongs, raising 4 sons in the business. He was born in Ray, Arizona on January 11, 1921, to a family of migrant workers. He attended school in the U.S. until the age of 9 when his mother died. His family then moved to Mexico, and Guerrero's father used his English language skills to work as an interpreter in Guadalajara. Though he intended to be a boxer at first, he decided to take up wrestling. He debuted in September 1937, jobbing to El Rojo, and first used the Caucasian ring name Joe Morgan, but later changed his name to Gory Guerrero, a reference to his bloody matches. In 1943, he joined the EMLL, short for Empresa Mexicana de la Lucha Libre, and was named Rookie of the Year. While continuing a successful run in Mexico, he headed back to America in 1954. That year, he wrestled a championship match against then NWA World Heavyweight Champion Lou Thesz, but did not win the title. Guerrero broke away from EMLL in 1966 after refusing to drop the NWA World Light Heavyweight Championship to Ray Mendoza. He worked in the independent circuit and focused on booking and training with Dory Funk Sr. In addition, he helped run shows for NWA Hollywood Wrestling for 2 years. And later he booked shows for World Class Championship Wrestling. Gory Guerrero is credited with the invention of Flante a Caballo, or camel clutch, and the Gory Special, a type of backbreaker. He also invented the back-to-back stretch hold, which has been modified into a facebuster move, or Gory Bomb, a pile driver, or the Barry White driver, a power bomb, also known as the Stu Hart Special, a reverse STO, or the Deal, or neckbreaker backbreaker, otherwise known as Widow's Peak. With age, his in-ring performances decreased until he retired for good in the 1980s. After that, he began selling auto insurance. Guerrero would also open his home to aspiring wrestlers, training them in the backyard in an old ring. As he approached 69, Guerrero's liver failed and he developed cirrhosis due to hepatitis. He finally met his match in the form of the Grim Reaper, who came knocking on April 18, 1990. He was posthumously inducted into the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame in 1996 and the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2019. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me for Trivia Tracks weekdays at 6:45 on Everybody's Country Y95.